In today's video, I'm going to be changing the Alcantara steering wheel, which is this one, for the standard steering wheel, which John's going to show you. That's what it looks like. That's the standard one, so we're going to swap it over. The tools what you're going to need is a ratchet set, a little mini screwdriver set, and a normal screwdriver set. First one, what I'm going to need is this ratchet with a 10mm on the end. I'm going to come around the back, and the way you get to the battery is on the right hand side here. You turn this on a 90-degree angle, you pull it all the way down and just pull it across. I'm going to get John to hold the camera here. And to get to the battery, all you want to do is put this in here and loosen it. That should be enough. And then once you've done that, just wiggle this off and put something to protect it, which is a cloth, so that won't touch. And then if we come back round to the front of the car, you've got two little holes. What you might be able to see, you've got one there on this side, that's on the right, and you've got another which is on the left. See that one under there? I'm going to get John to hold the camera again, and I'm going to take these out with the screwdriver. So what you want to do once you've got the screwdriver is you're going to have it on this angle. If you put it in this way, see there, if you put it on that side, it's not going to hit anything. You've got to actually have it turned on that angle and put it in more like a 45 degrees angle. What you want to do is you want to press, and if John can show you here, that's released this side of the airbag, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. Put it in the little hole. I'm going to push it in, and that's released both sides of the airbag. What you want to do now is gently pull this forward, and can you see that one, John? There's a little sensor here, you got that? I've got the screwdriver on it, I'm pushing down, and then I'm just unclipping that. It's as easy as that. Now once you've got the airbag, you want to lie it that way, so the badge is faced up. I'm going to put that down on the floor because I don't want it to explode. Now you've got another little connector, if John can come in here. This one just on the right hand side here. Same thing, I'm going to put the screwdriver in, and I'm going to pull that towards us, and that one just pops straight off. Now to get the steering wheel off, it's a 16, I believe. Is it a 60? Yeah, it's a 16mm. All you want to do is you want to put that in and just untighten it. That should be pretty loose now. Nearly there, and we're off. So just put that on the floor, just so you remember where it is. Now if I can get John to come in here, I don't know how well you can see, but there's a tiny notch here, and there's a tiny little notch there. So what you want to do is line them up. When you put the steering wheel back on, just make sure that lines up. Little notch there to the little notch there, and that means your steering wheel won't be off or anything. So once I've done that, all you want to do is pull it towards you, and the steering wheel's off. So we're going to go in the kitchen, and we're going to take all this off and put it back on the original one. Right, so we're in the house now, and I'm going to be transferring everything from here to this one. The first thing what you want to do is spin it over on the back. I forgot to mention that I did need a Torx, so I've got a T15. What you want to do is put it in this one on the back. Just take this out, you'll know when it's out, which is out. Put that to the side. Then you've got two more. You've got one inside here. You see that one, John? Yeah. And then another one over here. This is actually holding this case in, so I'm going to take this one off. Out, and then that one on that hand side, the right hand side, put that in. And that looks like that one is off. A little bit tricky to get to this one. I've got little hands, and it's even hard for me. So put them two to the side, and now this should just snap off. I haven't broke anything, that's just the way that are the little tiny clips inside here. What clip onto these? Can you see them, John? Just on the sides. So then just clip onto that. So put that to the side. And the next thing what I want to do is remove the flappy paddles. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to remove the flappy paddles. I'm going to go with the wiring, and I'm going to take this one off. I presume this one is an earth,
So I'm going to take this one off. And I'm going to lie this one down on the table. I'm putting them all in order so I know which way I'm taking everything off. So that's off. You might want to take a picture of this before you do it, just to make sure you know what everything looks like. The one on the bottom here, just give that a wiggle, and that one comes straight off. And then this one is a little bit more tricky because it's got two wires hidden underneath. So just pull that one across, pull this one across, and then that one's out. And that one's hidden underneath a little connector there. The wires just seem to be all over. I don't know if you can see how well they are, but they're just everywhere. Screwdriver, where's my little screwdriver? I don't know where my screwdriver is, just so I can prise that out.
There, on the bench.
John spotted it. These little blue connectors here, these just lift up, the black part lifts up, and you push them back down. So give us a second, I'm going to take them off. I've got this little screwdriver. Now what you want to do is, you see these two blue connectors on either side, you've got one here and one here. Now the way to get these is you're going to have to flip this upside down. And if you can see the one here, all you want to do is get the screwdriver, put it in there, on the black bit, just wiggle it and that one comes down. And same to this one, put it on the black bit and wiggle it and it'll come down. So these, all you want to do is disconnect them. You want to get a little mini screwdriver. Have I got one handy? Just put one in this side and prise it apart. I might need you for this, John. Right, that one's off. Same thing for this side. If I can move this out of the way. It's over that side where I want to take off. So over this side, just get your little tiny screwdriver, push it in, and there we go, that's disconnected. So next what we want to do is disconnect the floppy paddles. So we've got this one over that side. So that one's out, and then this wire will just come out the hole, push that, and that one's out. Same for this one, just nudge that out and the wire's out, so your floppy paddles are out, and then I think we've got pretty much the majority of the stuff out. And then what you want to do on the back is you've got another two Torxes which hold the volume and the cruise control. This one's just for the volume. So unscrew that and put that one to the side. Now when you unscrew these, be careful, keep your hand on here because these do fall out. So I'm going to just put that one to the side and I'm going to put my hand on top of that one, but I've got my finger over here, so I'm multi-talented. I'm going to unscrew this. Drop that one on the floor, but I'll pick it up. Now we should be all done. Everything should be loose. And if it's not, I'll have a look. But no, everything's came out. So I'm going to transfer all this to that one. Now the back here just pulls off. This just falls off, and then that's your steering wheel, the Alcantara one. Nothing. Make sure there's nothing left on. So I'm going to put that to the side and then give us a second and I'm going to transfer all these back over. Now what you want to do is put everything in reverse order. Obviously we've got the same backing plate or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put that on and I'm just going to push that in, make sure that's nicey nice. Now everything we're just going to do in a reverse order. So if I've got these for my cruise control and my volume, I'm just going to do these one at a time and leave one hanging. So I'm going to put this one in first, which is for the cruise control. Get the torques, and I'm going to spin this upside down, but I think they're going to be wobbling all over. Thought they were. Don't worry, don't worry. Right, that one's nice and snug. Now we'll come to the other side. Push that in. The torques, put it there. Tighten that up. It's nice and tight. And then we're basically just going to be doing everything in reverse order. So I've got my flappy paddles. This one is obviously the minus and the other one is the plus, so this one goes on the left hand side. Just come to the back, put the little connector through there, make sure it's pushed through, give it a wiggle and make sure it's all the way through, and then push that so that's flush. Where's my little Torxes? They go in the right hand side one. Just push that on there. And then just tighten this up. Give that a little press to make sure it's in, and just double check that it's nice and tight. Now we'll go to this side and I'm going to push it through the hole there. Make sure it's all the way through, no spare wire. Push that one on. Again, the closest one to the steering wheel inside, put that in. And tighten it up. Again, just make sure the flappy paddle's working properly. Give it another little twist so that's in. Put this down, and then I'm going to connect. What am I going to connect? What am I going to connect? I'm going to connect. Can you see that, John?
Yep.
I'm going to connect this connector to that connector. I don't think you can put these in the wrong way. I don't think there's. No, you kind of put them in the wrong way. If you see, there's a little line, so it's impossible to connect them wrong. That one's connected. And then I'm going to do the same on this one. You can't connect this one wrong either. So that one's connected. And then all I'm going to do is this little bit here. I don't know if you can see. If I turn there, there's a little notch on it. See that little notch? So the notch is going to go down here. I get my fingers down. And then I might need a screwdriver. Where's my little screwdriver? Put the screwdriver here and press that into place, so now that's locked there. Same for this one. I think I just move this along a little bit, and if I can show you, the light's not very good in here, but I'll show you as best as I can. There's a little notch for this as well. We're on it. I think we're on it. Yeah, we're on it. So if I just push this down, that's locked into place. Now I'm gonna which one should I do next? I'm gonna tidy. If you give us a second, I'm gonna tidy all these wires up, and then I'm gonna add the earth and the ground or whatever it is. As you can see, I've tucked all the wires in. The way that goes is between the blue. This one goes across. It goes behind. I've connected that earth, ground, whatever it is, that just wiggles back on, and this one goes on with the Torx. Now, one of the last bits is to put this on. So you just put this over the top, push that down. This should snap into place, so when you pick it up, it should just all clickety clackety. Make sure there's no gaps. See there, no gaps, all good. And then these two last screws are going to go back in here and hold this into place. So that one goes on that side, and this one goes on that side. I'll quickly tighten these up. So awkward doing this on the table. So awkward. Right, that's all done. So that's what your final product should look like. Spin it over to the back. And the last but not least screw is this little guy that goes in here. And there we have it, all done. It's all looking nicey nice now. That's how it looks, and we're going to put it back in the car.
Once you've fitted all this together, obviously you're back in the car, and the little notch here on the bottom, as I mentioned, you can see that, yeah. And there's another little one on the bottom of here. So you just want to line these up, so they're pretty much perfect. I don't know if you can see them lined up, John. But there's that one, and there's that one. You can't see it as well on this steering wheel as you could on the other one. Then you want to put your bolt in. Yeah, we've got someone on a motorbike, KTM. So tighten that up as much as you can by hand, and then I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to get John to hold the steering wheel, and then I'm going to tighten it up a bit more. Now don't over tighten it, just tighten it up enough what's needed. I don't know what foot-pounds of torque or whatever it is, but bear with us a second. I'm going to tighten this up. John, my assistant's help is there, and while I'm here, if you look here, John, I'm going to put my screwdriver in here. And that little thing is what I was pushing against. So when I go like that, you can see that's moving it. So that releases it for the little nipple thing. Now what you want to do is put that connector in. That just pushes in with a little clip. Grab your airbag, and it's got them what go on there. So push this over here, and if you listen, click. Just make sure that's lined up. And then I'm going to go from the left to the right. So left, right. So that's in. We're going to pause it and we're going to go and put the battery on, and we should be all done. We're in the boot. If you just lift this up and remove this piece of cloth, put that over there, and then I always like to just tighten this by hand first, and then make sure this is on the right setting for righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's as tight as I want that. And then to put this back on, all you want to do, you'll have to come further around here, John. All you want to do for this is push down, go across, turn on a 45-degree angle. Right, moment of truth, going to start the car. Car is started. Going to enter the ghost alarm, so that should flash. There we have it. So at the moment, I don't know if you can see that, John, but we're in P. I'm going to go into D for drive. And then, there you go, we've got the flappy paddles, what's working. See there, it's going all the way up, and this one doesn't make you go down separately, it just knocks straight to the bottom. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. We're back into P, and we're all done. If you need any help with anything, just drop us a message.